Hello everyone. As we have seen the difference between the OB, the object, the organization block, the FC, the function, and now we can move to third type of the object, which is a function block. Function block, which is stands for FB. So we already created one function block called test1. We can create another function block which we can name it with a certain name, very unique name, which is test5. Okay, we have test1, test3, test4, so this is different, so I'm gonna name it test5. Okay, so what the difference between function and function block? Function, as we have seen, that has a code and need to be called in the organization block, either the main organization block OB1 or any other cyclic interrupt organization block like OB35. What about this FB1 or FB2? FB is different than FB, the function that usually I can use. We usually use a function block in case of we have some code gonna be used several times. So instead of writing that code each time, we just create a simple code like a template. This code or that template, inside the template we have certain code, and then we just assign that template to a certain function. If you can understand what I'm saying, you just are going to know what I'm talking about in few minutes. So in the function, usually we have some inputs, some outputs. We can assign some input output and some static and some temp. Let's make it as simple as possible. So now we can create a function block. That function block mainly used for alarms. Like if it's gonna be used for a level transmitter, so you will have this function block will create the alarms, which is high alarm, high alarm, low alarm, low alarm. So the high, low, high, low alarms are the output. So I can say the first output is low alarm, and the data type is Boolean. The second output is low alarm. Third output is high alarm. Fourth output is high alarm. Okay, so this is high. So this is the output. This is what the function generates. But what are the inputs? The inputs are gonna be the process variable, which could be the level, the pressure, the temperature, any process variable. So the inputs gonna be process variable PV. I can this is Boolean, and just can put a comment, hey, say process variable, and the alarm limits. So if it's higher than certain value, it give high alarm, and another value give high, and so on. So I will put low limit, okay, and then low limit, and then high limit, and then high limit. Okay, so these are the inputs and that are the output, and then I will save it. Okay, yes, click OK, then I'll close it, and then I'll just rename it. Instead of test, I'll make it just say rename it as analog alarms. Okay, so if I am going to use that function, so I will go, this is the block has input PV, this is the inputs, this is the outputs. So if I open the function, which is has the main code, and then I can call that function block. If I go to FB blocks, I'll find my function block, which is analog alarm. Double click, so I have the inputs, which is low PV enable, and then PV, the process variable, and then the low limit, low limit, high limit, high limit, and then it will generate the alarms for low alarm, low alarm, high alarm, high alarm. So this one can be used, but there's something missing, which is what's going to be happening inside that block. So we need to write a certain code inside that block. Says if the process variable is low than low limit, it will generate the low alarm. If it is higher than the high limit, it will generate the high alarm, and so on. That's what are we going to know in the next lecture. Thank you.